So let's talk about the league now. In 2017, it was really good, and the league got some good following. But you're closer to its administration. In what areas do you think we can improve in 2018?
Like I said, nothing is foolproof. Nothing is 100%. You know, we've never said that everything in football administration or running on football is a journey, it's not a destination. We've not gotten to where we want to get to. But you can see that we have now built that corporate image where people now look at us with some sense of delight, some sense of responsibility, and say, yes, they are good enough to be partnered. And that's exactly what we try to achieve. Even the government, we try to make them understand that football can drive the economy, like as is done in other side of the divide. It can really, truly drive the economy. Myself and the second vice president, we made a presentation to the economic management team, headed by the vice president, where we came out with a notion that football means more. It's not just playing on the field. It can drive the economy, it can help our GDP, but the government should help us in creating that enabling environment for us to be able to achieve that. It's difficult, it's a tough call, but it's achievable. With prayers, you can achieve anything. And that's what we have set out to do, clearly and really.
Okay, I'll take this question from social media on Twitter. Fashola Bolaji says, please, can the NFF go with the jersey that went viral on social media like a month ago? What are we doing in terms of unveiling jerseys for Nigeria? Because a lot of persons want to know how the Super Eagles will look at the World Cup.
Trust me, they will look very brilliant. See, I just smiled when they said about the jerseys. We've been on with our sponsors, Nike, for over a year and a half now. They have come out with a beautiful and a wonderful design. I've seen the design. The captain of the team have seen the design. My two vice presidents have seen this design. And indeed, my general secretary, we've seen this design and we've approved it. It's a very beautiful piece. According to Nike, it's the most beautiful piece any of the Nike teams will wear in the World Cup. The home and away jersey. And Nike is planning to unveil it in a very, very grand style in London. And it's going to be unveiled between on the 5th and on the 10th of February in London. It's going to be really, really good. Trust me. Beautiful jerseys, Nigerians will love it.
Why would they say it? Because now you tell us again confidentiality.
No. We are not going to listen. Everything has a ceremony. Everything has some classes. You don't just do things, and that's when you run into a problem. And that's when people start attacking you. Oh, they didn't tell you to say you said it. You know, so it's very dicey. Leadership is tough. I pray you become a leader someday.
I'm leading with you, but that's what people just want to know. They are followers of the Super Eagles, and they love their team. Emeka on social media said, what is the NFF doing to scout for Nigerian-born talents abroad to play for Nigeria youth team before they play for the country of their birth?
Yeah, you know, I have the first vice president, Sheyi Akiumi, who is a youth apostle. He loves youth football, and he's also a member of the CAF Youth Committee. You know, there are a lot of things that he does that he loves to excel in obscurity. He doesn't want to come out to say he's doing this, he's doing that. But trust me, Sheyi is doing a lot in that regard. He's doing a lot. Only last week, there were some messages he sent to me for approval, which I said, Sheyi, no, listen, me, you, and Sheyi, we are all presidents. Take their decision, and I'm fine with it. I say, you know, President, I just need to tell you. I say, go ahead. And you can imagine the caliber of youth players coming in. He's been able to select them, been able to put them in our database. But we cannot again come and start saying it because it's same Nigerians that will call them and discourage them from coming.
Okay, so 2018 will be busy for Nigerians to start with the African Nations Championships in Morocco. What are the later plans for that one, aside the fitness trainer that we have now? No,
because the coach is coming tomorrow, whether I like it or not. Yusuf is an excellent coach. He's doing very well. We talk once in a while. He calls me very regularly, and we look at strategies. He's been able to discover some new players, some new talent, you know, from the league. And what he requested was we needed a physical trainer. Now we have, and we also have two other physical trainers that are going to work with the Super Eagles. That are going to join them, you know. And we also have some. We are going to deploy the entire rating of our backroom staff for the Super Eagles for the CHAN team because we want to try and win the CHAN by God's grace. So we're not leaving any stone unturned. The players are excited, and we believe we can do that. On the 3rd, between on the 3rd and on the 5th, we are trying to finalize the camping arrangement for them in a place that is very close to Morocco, if not Morocco. And when they get there, then we'll work out other things. But I can tell you that all the plans are on the way.
Okay, sounds good. It sounds good. Sports Tonight on Channels Television. I'm Pt.3, president of the NFF, speaking to us. We're reviewing football in Nigeria in 2017. Let's go on this break. And when we come back, we'll take more tweets, and then the president will answer. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us. Welcome back. It's Sports Tonight. Remember, you can be part of the show. We have the NFF president in the studio. I'm Pt.3. We're taking a look at football in Nigeria in 2017. You can talk to us. We're getting loads of messages, but keep them coming. Let them be seen enough TV. Otherwise, we're not going to read them or scroll them on Twitter. We're channels_sports, Facebook, channels-sports. Let's just start. Let's take it to the grassroots. You mentioned it, but Chris wants some clarity. He says, what are the measures the NFF are putting in place to discover local young talents?
Chris, I don't know if you're following our Zenith under 13 or under 15 championship that we just rounded off a week ago. I don't think you see better, amazing talent than in those. So we are very happy about it. You see, it's not, you don't hear Delta State versus River State. What you hear is Southwest versus Northeast. Northwest, because what we try to do is we went straight to what you say, the creeks, all the remote villages in getting these players. Now they play from their local government to the state and up to the zonal and now to the national. It's not the teams that played in the finals that you have all the players. Maybe in the first round, a player was discovered by the technical study group, kept aside.
That's right. And
they've now formed what's called the NFF under 17. Under 13 team and under 14 team. It's called the Nest Eagles Challenge. They are called the Nest Eagles. We are building that thing in their psychic to know that, listen, if you continue like this, if you are sane, if you are disciplined, and if you are giving your best, total commitment and dedication, you can play for the Super Eagles. That's why they are called the Nest Eagles. It's called the Nest Eagles Challenge. And we are very thankful to our sponsors for making that happen.
That's right. And it is also this year that the Channels Kids Cup went international. We know there's a time the NFF had plans to take some of those players, inject them into the under 13, to the under 15. What are the plans? Because the NFF has supported that competition. And now that it has gone international, we had Ghana here, we had Benin Republic. That's good exposure for those kids.
Yeah, I must commend Channels for going beyond Nigeria, you know. And whatever we need to do in the federation, of course, we'll do. It's major exposure for them, you know. Now we have to think of a way of harmonizing it, trying to see how we can get our under 13 team to harmonize with what you have in the Channels Kids Cup, because they're all under 13, you know. But one thing we ensure in our team under 13 must be under 13. And to us, like I give an example, when I was under 15, when we took them to Morocco on a training tour, when they played against Morocco, they played against the Morocco under 17 team. Even though they lost 1-0, my colleague in Morocco, the president of the federation, he watched the game, and he called me and said, wow, you have a future team. To me, that's winning. It's not lifting the cup again. It's not doing anything. When somebody, a stranger, tells you that, listen, you have a great team for the future, to me, that's what's important. And that's exactly what we have.
That's right. We'll just take some of your tweets because we're about to wrap up the show now. Ifeanyi says, how does the NFF get adequate funding for sports? The NFF, as the president said, have some major sponsorship that are going to be announcing. Loads of messages, but please, what is the NFF doing about the problem in the supporters club? I don't think that's the NFF issue, but you guys.
Well, the supporters club, they are not. The NFF does not have any statutory obligation to the supporters club. No statutory obligation. They are not in our statute. They support Nigerian football. They are registered as private entities. We can only guide them because they are supporting Nigeria in terms of making sure that whatever they are doing, the image of the country is very important. Otherwise, they don't have any statutory obligation. I can only talk to them. Like I have a relationship with Rafael Ladipo, very good relationship, very warm. The same thing I have with Okumagba. I have a relationship with all of them. I don't take side with anybody, you know. The other group has gone to register. And so, whatever the case, we work with them. But one thing we are now going to allow is whatever they are having as a Supporters Club should not be a distraction to the Super Eagles. We will not allow that.
That's right. That's right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Amaju, for stopping by to talk to us. Amaju Pinnick is the
my
president.
fee, you told me you're going to pay me.
Amaju Pinnick is the president of the Nigerian Football Federation. As we talk to us about football in Nigeria in 2017. Thank you so much. Wherever you're in the world watching us, remember you can keep talking to us on Twitter, channels_sports, Facebook channels, Facebook. That's the show for the team. I'm Austin Okonakman. Let's do this again tomorrow. But until then, in everything you do, remember to keep talking sports. Bye for now.